Welcome to week 2 of Lent in the Diocese of Guildford. We're on keeping things simple when it comes to the topic of prayer and fasting. And for that, all week we're going to be looking at texts in Exodus where the people of God are in the wilderness. They've been released from slavery in Egypt, they are heading to the Promised Land, but there is this pause in between. It's like a 40-year spiritual boot camp. It's where God does business with them. And my conclusion is that it's not so much about getting Israel out of slavery, it's about getting slavery out of Israel. And that is about doing business with God. It's about prayer, it's about simplicity, it's about a stripping down and trusting God, if you like, in our nakedness, that level of simplicity where there's nothing to hide and everything to give. Day by day, we're looking at a different scenario in the wilderness where people typically have an issue and have to learn again to bring it to God and then discover God's response, God's provision, God's answer. And on every occasion, God does respond. And yet, there is continual resistance from Israel to bring their stuff, usually some kind of complaint, to God. But that is the nub of prayer. That is what we are doing in our wilderness with God. Not complaining to one another, but bringing our business direct to God, so that God can deal with us. That's what I mean by keeping things simple. I hope this week in the wilderness, in the desert, is a rich week for you, and wherever you are feeling too busy or too hungry or too thirsty or life is too complicated, that the perspective of the Israelites in the wilderness helps to strip down some of those things and enable you to drink as well as to simplify.